Test go.
Am I allowed to?
All right, hold on.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna close this. Or not?
Bye, Joel. Sucker.
I guess that's a window, but from here it looks like just, you know, it just looks like it's an open space, and it looks like you're going through all this trouble to prop up a door when there's an entrance right behind.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of a window. I don't know.
Okay, also it looked like they solved a puzzle.
See?
That's kind of a funny thing, that other characters had to solve a puzzle.
This game's sort of flipping the script in a lot of ways, like how you were shouting at your companion to keep up like 30, 40 minutes ago.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Like, and you know Ellie's player is just like, screw you, man. I'm holding the run button down.
Okay, so what happened? So I guess this building got bombed.
I guess that seems like kind of a goofy excuse for why everything's... I mean, I guess they needed it. Everybody expects the world to be ruined in the apocalypse. And if they didn't bomb it, then really you would expect to just find all the buildings still standing.
I believe it when I see it.
I mean, you would expect some of the buildings to start, like, decaying and you know, pipes bursting and falling apart and that kind of thing, but not to this extent.
Yeah, there actually are some really terrifying, sort of worst-case scenarios on exactly what would happen if the lights turned off. But
I was going the right direction.
Wouldn't look like this. Right. Unless you were, like, I don't know, near a nuclear plant or something.
Isn't it great that all of these terrible, destructed areas have one linear path to the place we want to go?
You're overthinking it.
Well, that's our job.
Through here.
Did you just see that animation? Just seemed a little goofy.
Yeah, like she tipped down and then tipped back up.
See, I'm actually not inclined to nitpick that stuff, but I would offer that as a cautionary tale. The more realistic your game looks, the more jarring it will be when it fucks up. We cannot stress this enough.
Yep.
This game looks as real as any game I've played. It looks more real to me than, like, Crysis or the ones that, you know, people make a big deal about, oh, this game has such good graphics. This is probably the most grounded visual palette I've seen.
Yeah, those games look like very realistic simulations of things that are relatively easy to create realistic graphical representations of. Like, I mean, you know, it's not the easiest thing to do, of course, but, like, I feel like Jungle... Like, using the tools we have available, Jungle is one of the things that's easiest to nail out of, like, the, like, environments that aren't just metal.
So these were apparently some of the guys that were coming to get Ellie, which is probably not a good thing, because they're dead. See what I'm saying about the Fireflies being completely incompetent no matter where you go?
Yeah, well, those guys were just a rogue cell.
God, we're almost out.
God, are we bringing that back?
What? I'm not bringing anything. I'm just saying they were a rogue cell, not representative of the organization as a whole.
Also,
which is totally competent.
Yeah, clickers can still hear you while you're crouched. Just walk slightly.
They're probably really attracted to the sound that your joints make.
Going on here. With reflective light on the orange bricks. Hello, Clicker. How are you?
Actually, they should just think of you as a fellow clicker.
Creep up to you.
They hear your knees popping.
Man, you don't want me to be one of you? Screw you, man. I belong here. I know all your in-jokes. Maybe I'm not part of your little clique, is that the problem?
Boo.
I'm gonna have to call foul on that one. It wasn't a proper pun. That was just working the name of the thing into a sentence. I'm sorry. I call foul. Flag on the play.
The ref comes out, starts arguing homonyms, and they're placed within the larger fun community.
Oops. Note to Derek. Is this the one with the... Yeah, okay,
Punch
so there's
the
a safe here.
bullets.
Occasionally you'll find saves. Rather than putting in random codes, you just have to go and find the code.
Fucking hate those things.
It's not full of anything particularly valuable.
No.
Oh,
Usually it's like more crafting materials or ammunition or something.
No matter how... You know that this is true for Joel as well. That he sees that ETM and he's like, oh man, I should knock that thing open. There's gotta be something good in there.
Actually, these soda machines, though. I mean, think about that's a bunch of sugar if it's still sealed.
Yeah, you don't want to drink Coke like 10 years from now.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I don't think it goes bad.
Coke has an expiration date. It goes bad, believe me.
It's sort of like cans of sardines, and they don't ever go bad.
No,
okay,
no,
so
it
have
goes
you ever
bad.
actually seen a video of people drinking like Crystal Pepsi and shit?
No.
Never goes well.
No.
Oh, really? Is it? What happens to it? Does it? It can't ferment. Like, what would happen to all that sugar in there?
Yeah, I think just like the ingredients sort of separate, and it kind of gets like manky.
Huh.
Where's this other?
No,
Plus it goes
I think elements of it definitely do turn. I mean, it's not like it's entirely like in an airtight like. You know, there's some air in
all the
there.
clickers here.
Like, imagine soda that went flat and then sort of like had the sugar start separating down towards the bottom, and that's more of what you're talking about.
Still, you know what? If I was a survivor in apocalypse, even if it tasted off, your body would probably be really glad to have all that sugar.
Yeah, it's not unfair.
As long as it didn't make you sick.
Look,
But,
someone
I mean,
left a Shiv in a locker.
I'm not really, yeah, of course. I'm not really suggesting that the game should have you, you know, raid soda machines. I'm just sort of musing on things it's showing
It's
us
fun
in the
to think
environment. Yeah, yeah. Like, that would be some tedious shit if they're like, we gotta get rid of these clickers, then we'll drink all this skanky soda and see if we can keep from puking long enough to absorb the calories.
And Ellie's like, oh man, I'm gonna get all the sugar out of this tab. Can you imagine how this would be if it was the future? And
My
like,
magic Shiv that
yeah,
always
you
breaks
didn't know
after
any
1
better,
use.
and somebody's like, you know, there's no actual sugar in that. And you're like, you mean I just drank 30 cans of this stuff that wasn't good 20 years ago?
These guys, I guess not. Oh. It was the wrong button, but, Alright, I will need another one of those to deal with clickers. 50 upgrade parts, that's pretty nice.
Oh, upgrade parts, you say? That's my favorite thing to collect. I love getting upgrade parts.
Oh, crap.
I have a whole drawer here of upgrade parts.
No. So, that did not work out.
Are you the dead?
He is the dead.
I am the dead.
You know, I'll give the game
Where am
credit.
I?
That was pretty intense.
Oh, really? Are we all the way back here?
I also like how the upgrade parts were in the safe, and despite the fact that it didn't make any sense, you were confident when you approached that safe that there'd be something good in
Adjust
there.
your spine. There we go.
It's like the ATM, you know? You can't turn that instinct off.
Yeah.
Like, you should have opened that safe and there'd be like
Over here,
5
murder
decayed
you.
episodes of Husky, like covered in
Oh,
fungus.
that'd be amazing.
It'd be great if it was like 10,000 US
jig is
dollars, which would be great if you were like in normal times, but here it's useless.
Yeah. It's just money.
Okay, bad shit is happening.
Josh has given up on
where am I-
stealth
where
and
are my
has made
Molotovs?
some very poor life choices.
You know what? This game is being
That
very
Molotov
bold
did do nothing.
with its use of darkness. Most games are afraid to be this, like... When I say dark, I mean, like, actually literally dark. Like, as in unlit.
Yeah, I hope this looks better on the final product. Right now, I just have no idea what's going on.
It's not so bad full stream, or full screen, and it actually is okay because the pictures themselves have sort of a weird ambient light. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Alright, well I used all my revolver ammunition, but on the other hand we did take care of them.
I'm out of bullets.
You've got 1 bullet left, so you can play Russian roulette with Ellie to decide who gets the last can of tab.
Yes.
After all this... I think was that everybody? I think there's like 2 more clickers in here. Also, this needs to be reloaded.
Oh, they both jump into the drawer as you open it. That's awesome.
Everybody's trying to get inside Joel's drawers.
Poor Joel.
Or not? Oh no. Okay, there's still that one. What about the one that trills around over here?
You know, you're right, Josh. Every time you use that, like, Dishonored vision, like, it really sort of throws me off.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to the point where, like, the only way they can explain it might be having Joel be part clicker or something.
Stop hiding next to the safe. I need to open it. There we go.
Shove her in.
This is how you're going to survive the apocalypse, kid. We're going to put you in the
Just
safe.
put her in there and then carry the safe with you.
Then
she won't be a problem.
You're just rolling it from corner to corner.
No, we like bricks better. Also, they look like Legos in the icon. I thought it was really weird, like, when I first saw that icon there, because the default icon for that is the brick. And it looks to me like a Lego brick, doesn't it?
I apologize, by the way.
The game when you're messing around with your inventory, that like there's a hole for these weird Lego things, and I thought we were gonna be like making things out of Legos, and I was excited, but then it turns out that apparently they did not have the licensing for that.
I thought we were going to be making things out of Legos, and I got excited. Josh's review of The Last of Us for PS3.
Put it on the box.
We're almost out of this. Come on. Shit.
Wow, it's dark.
Hey there, buddy.
You are likely to be eaten by a grue.
Yeah, there you go. Just there. Doesn't that feel better?
Nice and quiet.
Oh, and your shiv breaks. I do think the shiv breaking, like, really, did they need to do that? Did they need to make an economy of shivs? That strikes me as being very arbitrary and video gamey.
Don't worry,
like,
you
what
can
if they
level
just
up
gave
and
you...
make it so your shivs are take 2 hits to break. Why can't I get on this ladder?
What if they just gave you a shiv and it just worked?
They
Like,
do that for
would that
Ellie?
ruin the game?
Which was that Silent Hill game
shivs are
where you had to,
also
like,
your
carry around
keys.
television set?
Oh yeah, that was Silent Hill Origins. Oh, so childish.
We
Wait,
actually
what?
made it.
Everyone okay?
Silent Hill Origins, you had to,
yeah.
like, carry around disposable melee weapons. So you'd have, like,
You guys are
6
pretty good at this
television
stuff.
sets, 12 crowbars,
It's
4
called
tire
luck.
irons.
And it is gonna run.
3
Like,
golf
not
clubs.
joking. That's, like, legit what would
Literally.
happen.
Yeah, that was actually your inventory.
Really added to the feeling of foreboding and creeping horror. Just pulling out a fresh television set to bludgeon others to death with.
Yes.
Where we going, Tess?
I believe that was where we came from to get into the building.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was a great moment
We
when
jump
you're
down
like,
there
ooh,
now.
another television. I'll just put that in my special television pocket with the others.
Yeah, I always thought that Guybrush Threepwood was an underrated horror
See what we can
protagonist.
find.
Gee, I wonder if it'll be in the room full of zombies. Fortunately, these are not clickers, so I could just wander up to them and strangle them and not waste my shivs. But yeah, shivs are also keys. You saw me already open a room with a shiv, although I didn't make a big deal out of it. So they kind of They're interesting in a sort of
I like the way you phrased that. I didn't make a big deal out of it. You know, I'm outdoors with shit. It happens. I'm cool.
I just sort of had to look this up, and I want to read this off to you. A selected list of weapons that you can pick up and carry around in your pockets in Silent Hill Origins. Portable television. Toast. IV stand. Crate.
They're recently in
Filing cabinet.
Those soldiers must have just turned.
Table lamp.
Which means there's more in the area.
Iron weight. Shovel.
You know, I have to say, as someone who's played Dead Rising, none of this shocks me at all.
yeah, but Dead Rising was making fun of it.
Also,
I don't know if Dead
Tesla
Rising was
rifle,
making
but
fun of
technically
it.
technically that's an Easter egg unlockable.
You can make lightsabers in Dead Rising. Of course it was making fun of it.
Well, no, it was more like Dead Rising had a sense of humor about itself. I don't know if it was making fun about Silent Hill.
Tomato.
Yeah, but this is like a po-faced horror game.
You say tomato, tomato, I say tomato, tomato.
I never said that. Don't quote me out of context.
What? I don't hear anything.
I do.
Double time.
Stop having tinnitus, Joel. Maybe you should wear earplugs when you're shooting your gun.
Okay, that's good, go.
Okay, I'll just stay here and get eaten.
So, it is actually confirmed that Joel has freaky good hearing.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
That was really well shot, how it's sort of like the
someone
door
who should.
dropped in the moment the light failed.
Gross.
Okay, how do we get out of this place?
Let's find out.
Give the man a hand.
I do love the seamless transition from cutscene to gameplay.
So Marlene thinks you're a
Yeah,
man.
although I actually was about to say that would have been even cooler if that had been in some way gameplay.
It was.
like,
I
it's
was
a-
holding
it's-
triangle to pull
It's
open
like a
the door.
tense transition from, oh no, Joel's in trouble, is he gonna make it? Are they gonna close the door in time? Oh, they did. And that would feel much tenser if it felt like you had any actual
Do we
say
get
in whether or not
tools
you
here?
failed.
I don't remember.
Completely off limits.
No, we don't get tools
How the
yet.
hell
That's
did you
right.
get in there?
I had my ways.
So, no extra weapon
Anyway,
holsters. Do we want to upgrade
guys
this
call
or
Hit
this?
me.
Let's do the revolver
I
first.
see.
So basically, you got your
Are you
upgrade
this
system
way?
where you
You
can
were bitten?
use the parts, the generic parts that I picked
I
up, like
went
the
to her
50
for
from
help
that
afterwards.
safe to
Knowing her, I'm
upgrade
surprised
stuff.
she didn't shoot you.
Reload speed seems important. Fire rate is kind of
I
eh.
told you. gonna be fine.
You also pick up
Yeah,
these
fire rate's
tools
really not a priority right now.
as you do stuff. And those are kind of the gate for how you can actually use these parts. We're going to leave it at that and conserve the rest for when I get tools.
This is good.
I compared them in my video to the Mass Effect upgrades. They're marginal upgrades. They don't make the weapons go from okay to amazing. They just sort of are.
Yeah.
You reload 0.025 seconds faster.
Yeah.
10 out of
and I
10
always-
would hoard all of my points absolutely forever and never upgrade anything.
Yeah, exactly. I get very unsatisfied with this new trend of like, oh, well, we don't want our RPG system to be too strong, or otherwise, some people might not like it. I really prefer, like, wow, this makes a big difference, but I can't upgrade everything, so I have to make a choice. Which gun do I want to turn into an amazing gun? And there's some replay value, and it feels like you're making real choices. I always get disappointed when I realize I'm doing, 5% upgrades, 3% upgrades, and you realize it doesn't matter. And if I didn't do it, I probably couldn't tell.
Bioshock.
Well, this game kind of also suffers from the problem where,
Shit.
you've got the limited ammunition.
Sorry, that was me.
Thank you, Ellie.
Sorry.
You got limited ammunition, so you're not getting ammunition pickups all the time, and the game has like 8 guns total. So you'll go into an area and you won't get a bunch of ammunition for the gun that you put a bunch of upgrades into, which is annoying. Also, we're in a Boston museum for, I guess, Revolutionary War stuff.
That's pretty esoteric and cool, I guess.
Yeah.
What is this place?
I love that scene back there with Ellie, by the way, accidentally breaking a thing.
Really?
Could you, wouldn't it be sort of cool if you could just, like, break into one of those cases and put on the Revolutionary War uniform?
That would be kind of fantastic. You'd think that, like, the kind of, like, big woolen uniforms would actually be a pretty decent protection against getting bit.
Anything
Yeah, like, if
would
you
be
look
better
at...
than your epidermis.
If you look at, like, any given clothing technology from the past, like, chances are good it's more suited to extreme situations than whatever you're wearing right now.
Which is designed for comfort.
I'm alive.
Yeah, it's designed for wearing in an air-conditioned Starbucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm really not the sort of person who, like, lionizes technology of the past and vilifies modern advancements. That's just, it's pretty thoroughly supported. Like, whenever you compare, like, an old, like, I wore this everyday piece of clothing with a new, like, I bought this at Target piece of clothing, generally speaking, the other thing is
That's a lady clicker.
more, it will save your life more probably.
Wow. I don't know if chivalry is dead, but that zombie is.
Oh!
I thought we
I
had, like,
that one.
a moratorium on really awful puns. Come here, clicker. I need to adjust your spine. Doesn't that feel better?
Let in the arrow.